Hey guys, I'm Nick and welcome back to the channel. Apologies again for my different background again for this video. As if you didn't see my last video, I'm on vacation at the moment with my family, hence the different environment. Today I'm talking to you about episode 13 of Star Trek Discovery Season 3, which is the season finale for the show. It's come and going so quickly. We're going to talk about the trailer, have a look through the trailer, show that, break down the shots in the trailer, see what we can learn, and then we're going to have a look through the sneak peek scene from this episode and see what we might be in store for in the season finale of Discovery Season 3.
Let's take back this ship.
Let's go!
We're gonna have to fight until our last breath.
Federation is done for.
You must take a leap of faith.
It's okay to be afraid.
I want the Federation obliterated.
Whatever happens, we are together.
Your friends will be dead within the hour.
This is what's called a no-win situation.
I don't believe in those.
So it looks like there's some exciting stuff coming up for our season finale. Let's take that trailer, break down our shots one by one, and see what we can learn from this last episode of Discovery Season 3. Okay, for our first photo here, we've got a shot of Michael Burnham firing one of these phasers. We've got Sara behind a force field in the background. And here's a reverse angle of the same scene. And it looks like Burnham is shooting one of these emerald chain regulators. In this shot, we've got the Discovery firing phasers, I think, or some sort of beam weapon as it's sort of flying around the Federation headquarters in some kind of dogfight. Next, we've got a shot of Tilly looking somewhat worried in this shot. She's got her jacket slightly unzipped, so no doubt this is action stations and she means business. In this shot, we've got Tilly, Oo, and another crew member, all with phasers charging the hallways. These little dot droids following them with the sphere data, no doubt. Here's a shot looking into the Federation headquarters window as there is an explosion of some kind in the background, so it seems like Federation HQ is under attack. Here we've got a shot of Admiral Vance looking out the window of Federation HQ as a hole is kind of starting to appear in the Federation isolation field. So maybe the Emerald Chain flagship, the Viridian, is trying to smash through to get to Federation headquarters here to destroy it. In this shot, we're back on board the Kelpian ship inside the Veruba Nebula. And if we zoom in on this shot, it looks like we've got a Kelpian here. I can't tell who it is, sitting down in this environment. Here's a shot of Grey, but he's not Trill anymore. He is Vulcan. So I'm guessing this is the way he appears to Adira whilst inside the holographic environment of the Kelpian ship inside the Veruba Nebula. Shot of Adira. Culber pleading with Su'Kal to not be afraid. He's got to snap out of it, this Su'Kal guy. he's like a 3-year-old. This looks like it's part of a big battle sequence. We've got the Discovery firing an energy weapon, probably a phaser, I guess, onto multiple targets within the Federation isolation field. Sara smashing Burnham up against a wall made of programmable matter, and Burnham sort of partially disappearing into that programmable matter wall. In a bit of a fight to the death, it would seem. This shot looks like the Discovery docked inside some sort of other vessel within the Federation isolation field, I think, which might be the Viridian, I'm not sure. In this shot, we've got Saru and Su'Kal and Culber and Adira all huddling together for support, and we've got Saru and Culber appearing as their normal selves again, no longer in the human and Bajoran makeup. Now, I'm surprised they included this image as part of the trailer because it looks like it's the Viridian, the Emerald Chain flagship, exploding in a massive detonation here. So that sort of seems like a bit of a spoiler to me. Our next shot shows Reese and Detmer being a bit clumsy in the hallway here of the Discovery, tripping over and falling on the ground. This shot shows Burnham looking quite defeated with a sort of slight silhouette of Osira on the screen to the left. We've got Book strapped into some kind of Emerald Chain torture device. We've got Sara being quite smug to Burnham, saying the situation is a no-win scenario. Oo's unconscious at some kind of computer terminal. And it looks like Tilly is also losing consciousness here. I wonder if Osira has sort of turned off the oxygen supply or something on the ship to suffocate the crew. Burnham flanked by an Emerald Chain regulator as she says she doesn't believe in no-win situations. As she blasts a regulator across the walkway, which looks like it's on Federation headquarters. Burnham firing a phaser, part of the same scene no doubt because the set looks the same. And a shot zooming in of the Discovery, which has taken some quite severe damage by the looks of it to one of its nacelles here. Okay, so next we're going to have a look at the sneak peek scene for this episode, which takes place in the Veruba Nebula with Saru and Culber. As always, unfortunately, we can't play the whole sneak peek scene in its entirety for copyright reasons. As always, I'll be going through that shot by shot and going through the dialogue of the scene and see what we can learn from this last episode. Let's take a look. A giant Gormagander gurgles as it flies through screen, and one of Su'Kal's hollow teachers narrates, as Dr. Culber observes. The Gormagander, a sentient cosmozoan species, holds the ignominious record of the longest time spent on the Federation's endangered species list. That's why this recorded scan of a young Gormagander pup in 3052 was of particular interest to us. Dr. Culber feels his radiation burns with a worried look. We then move into a space where Saru speaks to Su'Kal. Su'Kal says, referring to Saru's radiation burns, that looks painful. Saru responds, Su'Kal, I am ill. This world... Su'Kal passes a cloth and says, here, for your wounds. Culber arrives and says, Saru, I've looked everywhere, and things are definitely worse. More radiation is getting in. His outburst must have caused a breach in the ship's hull. Has he told you how to turn off the hollow? Saru replies, I believe he knows more about this world than he has indicated, but I cannot force a shift in perspective, or he could panic. Another burn could destroy what remains of the Federation. So, what do you guys think about the last episode of Discovery Season 3 entitled That Hope Is You Part 2? It looks like there's some exciting stuff. Are they going to resolve the burn situation? Are we going to get a bit more satisfying explanation about that and maybe have a little bit more depth and understanding to that mystery? Is the Federation going to join with the Emerald Chain? All these questions I'm hoping will be answered satisfactorily in our season finale coming up next week. Please, guys, leave a comment. Don't forget to subscribe, to share, to like. Check out my merchandise. Remember, it's 21% off everything in my merch store for the next couple of days from the 2nd till the 4th of January, so be sure to take advantage of that great offer. And I'll see you guys very soon for my look at the last lot of promo photos for the episode, which will be coming to you on Monday or Tuesday. Catch you then.